What's up, guys? I'm here to talk about a movie I just went and saw. I'm actually going to grab the ticket for you. I just got back from the midnight premiere of 10 Cloverfield Lane and got a lot to talk about, but I'm going to try to not make this too long because it's like 3 in the morning and I'm going to try to keep you guys interested. So, quick synopsis. Basically, going into it, nobody really knew about this movie. It was initially called Valencia, and then I believe it was called The Cellar or something like that. I can't remember. It had multiple different working titles while it was in production. It was in production for a while, then it was put on the shelf, and then it was revisited. And when the trailer dropped and J.J. Abrams dropped the bomb that it was connected to Cloverfield, the 2008 kaiju monster movie, found footage, the internet blew up. Everybody was like, oh, is this really a sequel? You know, if it's not a sequel, then how is it connected? Well, we'll get into that. First and foremost, 10 Cloverfield Lane is about Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character. She's in a car accident. She wakes up in an underground bunker, and she's being looked after by a man named Howard, who's played by John Goodman. And there's also another man down there named Emmett, who is played by John Gallagher Jr. We find out as the movie goes on that I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but there might be a few, so forgive me. We find out as the movie goes on that Emmett was actually there because he wanted to be there. He had helped John Goodman's character, Howard, build the underground bunker. And he, when the attack, as he calls it, happened, he wanted to get in the bunker. So that's how he injured himself. He's in the bunker. She was taken against her will, unconsciously, albeit, but still. And throughout the movie, John Goodman is telling her, that he saved her and that, he saved her life and she owes him and she needs to be apologetic and this and that. But throughout the entire movie, you really don't know if you can trust him. There's something about his character which was beautifully acted by John Goodman. One of his best roles, if not his best role. I mean, he should definitely get some praise for this role. There's something off about him. You don't know if you should believe him. You don't know if you can trust him. You don't know exactly what all of what he's saying is true, and if any of it is true, to what extent. And it's cool. It really toys with you. It really messes with your head. It's very suspenseful. It's very claustrophobic. And as the movie goes on, the tension ramps up, and a lot of things happen that I did not see happening going into it. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. Is it connected to Cloverfield, and if so, how? Well, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers, but yes, it is connected to Cloverfield in a way, in a very obvious way, and you'll find out, towards the climax. Having said that, I'm not going to tell you how, because I've learned, from watching this movie and following the marketing campaign of the movie leading up to its release, it's better to go into this movie to know very little about the twists and the turns. But throughout the movie, we're led to believe something, and then we're led to believe that maybe that something is a lie, and then we're faced with the reality that it's maybe true, and it's even bigger than we thought. I guess to put it vaguely so it doesn't give too much away. Which was just incredible, in my opinion. I thought it was awesome. Obviously, they attached the Cloverfield name to the film, probably to, make more money and get more attention. And it makes sense. It was a smaller movie. It wasn't really in the public eye. But it is now, and for good reason. I just want to say Mary Elizabeth Winstead, it's a great performance by her. She really, really, really does shine in this role. John Gallagher Jr., who plays Emmett, definitely was very good too. Very sympathetic character, somebody that you root for as well. and John Goodman, but John Goodman steals the show. I mean, absolutely 110%. He goes through these mood swings, but you're kind of wondering the entire time, is it a mood swing or is this who he really is? There's steps to his character that it kind of unravels. There's a lot of twists and a lot of unexpected things in this movie. I mean, a lot. Like when you watch this movie, you may go into this movie thinking like, okay, I better see some Cloverfield shit. And when you walk out of the movie, you'll actually probably not care if there was or if there wasn't any Cloverfield stuff in it. So it works really well. It was shot very claustrophobic. It's very unnerving, uneasy, very suspenseful, very tense. Just beautifully directed, beautifully acted. I mean, I cannot stress that enough, that it was incredibly acted. And the only problem I have with the movie is the ending. And I don't know necessarily if it's a problem. I just felt like it was a little shoehorned in there and a little rushed for obvious reasons. You'll know when you see the movie, I'm sure. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. It felt like it was forced into there, but I will say, I think it worked. I think the ending worked. I think it made sense, especially for what they were going for. The only thing was, I wish they would have fleshed it out a little bit more. We spend so much of the movie in the bunker and following a different plane of thought, I guess, train of thought, I guess I should say. And then at the end, you like the twist, and you like it, and it was kind of expected, but it wasn't expected at the same time. It is what you expected, but it's not what you expected at the same time. So it was really, really cool in that sense. But you just wish that they would have fleshed it out more. But having said that, you can't really hold that against the movie, because J.J. Abrams came out and said they have an idea to kind of wrap this together, to expand this universe and to get more in depth with it. But there's only one way to do that. You guys have got to go out and see this movie. Everybody that watches this, go out and see the movie. Whether you liked Cloverfield or not, you don't have to associate this with Cloverfield, because it can truly work as a standalone movie. In my opinion, I think it was very, very good. I'm not going to say great. I will say parts of it were great. Elements of it were great, but overall it is a very, very solid movie. The only way that we're ever going to find out how they can connect and how everything can kind of come together and come full circle and be expanded upon and fleshed out, as I said, is for this movie to do well. People need to go out in droves and watch this movie. So far, it's done well critically, and I'm super happy about that. Because it deserves it. It's a really, really, really well-made movie. It's a very good movie. So, if you like suspense, if you like thrillers, if you like the unexpected, and even a little bit of the supernatural, go see this movie, or extraterrestrial, I should say. Go out and see this movie. Bring your friends, bring your family, tell everybody about it, do your reviews, all that kind of stuff. Get the word out there, because it truly, truly, truly is a good movie. So, 10 Cloverfield Lane. I'm going to give 10 Cloverfield Lane, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. As I said, it is borderline great. Borderline. But very, very good. Very solid. Great acting. Great story. Great suspense. I mean, some of the best executed suspense that I've seen in a modern, not horror, but in a modern film in general in a long time. Yeah, go see this movie, guys. Let me know what you think. Please comment, like, subscribe, and get the word out there so we can find more out about the Cloverfield universe. This Coasters are Beast09 signing off.